I think before we start, like, let me introduce to you guys myself. So, yeah, my name is Nitin, and then I got 10 plus years of work experience in automation and into development with many technologies. So, automation I've used like Selenium, and then Playwright, Cypress, Puppeteer, then Catalan. There is one tool for UI based, and then Eggplant for again mobile automation, then APM for mobile automation, then Rest Assured, Super Test, Super Agent, then Karate framework for automation, then API automation. Then I've used many frameworks for these automations like ATDD, BDD, TDD, POM, right? And then many techniques like uh, singleton, multi, those design patterns. And after that, I have like good experience in development as well using .NET Tech, like .NET ASP .NET Core, Razor, and then from front end Angular, React, JS, TypeScript. Right. So moreover, we will be talking about here about Playwright and what is good about Playwright, and why is it worth to migrate to Playwright, and what is the benefits you will get if you move to Playwright, and then what is the latest things going up in the Playwright, how you can increase the productivity right today as AI is already coming up in the companies like effectively. So those things we will discuss, and we will start what is Playwright, right? And just I'll let you know what is Playwright and discuss around it, and then after that I will be discussing what is the content of this session, right? What you will be getting, and I might have to modify a little bit because as I see, many of you might not has not have basic JavaScript knowledge, so like so I have to add those as well. So, but yeah, let's come up with what is Playwright, right? So it's open source end-to-end testing framework by Microsoft. So yeah, the Playwright is open source as you heard correctly, and it is created by Microsoft. So with the open source, what is the benefit with the Playwright is as it is open source, so it has a huge community now. It's already been built, and it's already around 5 years old tool now, and lot of people, lot of industry already utilizing Playwright. So it has a huge community, and that's where it is giving an edge over the new tools in the market. Because uh, if you ask any doubts on the internet today around Playwright, so you will get a lot of responses for your doubt. So any problem you will face, there is a community, and this is also one of the factor to choose a tool, that how big the community is. Because one way or the other we will face issues, right, while creating scripts or while coming up with the framework for any tool. And if the community is small, then you might not get that great responses back. But if it is a big community, then uh, that helps in getting the problem solved quickly. The same had happened in Selenium, because Selenium was very popular. Even now it is popular, and it has huge community. So any issue you found, it is not new. It has already been uh, like faced by someone, and already has resolution available on the internet. So that's a good part with the tools which has a big community. So it enables automated browser testing of modern web applications. So as you see, I written modern web application. So what does it mean by modern here? So it's basically if you think like Selenium used to work, like Selenium was in the era where the applications was slow, right? And it used to be on the .NET, even on GSP pages or servlets, right? But now the era is of single page applications on the front end, right? Like how Angular is, how React is, how Vue is, how these other new frameworks coming along, right? So that is the era where The applications are becoming modern, and they they are very fast to load. People are coming up with caching, so applications are fast, and that's where the Playwright comes in, because Playwright is again share the same tech as that modern applications are sharing, which is Node and TypeScript. So it integrates properly, and anyone who is working on JavaScript, who is developing, let's say, uh, you are a developer and you are writing the coding for your front-end application Angular, right? So you don't have to learn a new language, Java, to write your automation test case in Selenium. You can come up in Playwright and just start writing, because you are already a medium level or high level, I would say, a JavaScript programmer, and so it is, you can start writing Playwright for your script, for your coding, right, for your developments, what you did. So this is where Playwright is being getting popular even in the dev community as well. Then work across Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit. So this is most of the browsers. Any tool which is coming up as an automation tool has to support browsers. So this is nothing new. It's just supporting Chromium. So Chromium is it's a Chrome. Then Firefox and WebKit. Firefox we already know. WebKit here is Safari browser. So it's also support MacBook Safari. So so again, it has to support. So this is not nothing new Playwright is providing. So it's okay. Built on Node.js with support for TypeScript and JavaScript. So Playwright, Playwright best part is it built on Node.js, but it again supports Java as well. So if, as many of I heard that you guys know Java, but not JavaScript or TypeScript. So it does supports Java, but better to go with JavaScript, because the community is going with JavaScript, but it does supports, for your information, Java. Then this is one of the important thing, offers parallel testing, auto waiting, and headless execution, right? Parallel testing, we already know, I mean, can tell. So there is scenarios where we have like 50, 60, maybe 100,000 test cases, right? And you wanted to execute those. So one way is on the CI/CD pipeline, your test case will execute one after the other. One will complete, then second will execute, then third will execute, then fourth, and so on, right? But just imagine how much time it will take, right? But when it supports parallel testing, so you can define number of threads, so that the test cases can run into parallel, right? Let's say you don't have to run sequential one after the other. Instead, they all run parallel, and the reporting will be faster, right? The feedback is faster coming. The feedback will come up faster. Auto waiting is a very good feature, which I don't see is available in any of the tool at this moment. Where though with Selenium, with others, you can create utility methods, but not in build. So auto waiting here is that for every web element, it will wait automatically. You don't have to define a dynamic, or so you don't have to define any weight. It will be auto configured for certain weight with Playwright. But obviously, you can override it if for some element you wanted to increase the weight. Like let's say it's auto waiting is 30 seconds, but you wanted for some elements it should increase. It should wait more. That is possible, but it do provide auto waiting, and that too dynamic auto waiting, I would say, which is a great feature. Then headless execution. Headless execution is good in terms of resource saving, in terms of more faster execution, and in terms of parallel testing. That helps actually, and it's provided by many of the automation tools in the market. In this, you don't see the visuals of uh, automation happening in front of you. Instead, that happened in the background in the headless mode. So browser will not pop out from the window, and you cannot see the steps happening, but that is happening in the background. So this is was headless execution, and this is what a basics of Playwright, right? I will be telling more the advantages later. Then let me pull out the content for you guys, which is also very important to uh, showcase, right? So yeah, this is what is the Playwright content, and we will be going over this content in the coming sessions and moving across it when after they are achieving it, closing it out. Okay, and I might have to modify it a little bit to have uh, some sections to have JavaScript, TypeScript, but yeah. So how it is. So first we will do the introduction of Playwright that we are doing today. Okay. Then this is setting it up to execute Playwright. This I would recommend if you guys can come up directly with you, because in this we just have to install VS Code and Node.js, Node module and npm. So if we can do it by ourselves, better. But I can spend like 10-20 minutes uh, in the next session maybe to make it available to both to all of you, so that we can go ahead from there to the script writing and then frameworks. Then Playwright library setup. So it's just installing Playwright through npm. So that I will be going to give you guys some extensions for the VS Code, which will help in increasing your productivity, which helps in debugging issues, right? And then like basically help you in writing good JS. So lint checks or code generators. So those things we will go over. Then I would we will write first simple Playwright. I think in this we are not writing API script in the beginning. We will be writing first simple Playwright script. API script we will write later. But yeah, this is a web application first web script. So that we will do. And then Playwright test runner setup frameworks. So framework we will decide in the next session what which framework we wanted to go as all agrees. So I will pick that one. We can go even BDD in it. We can go page object model. So both we can pick up anyone. We will go. Then Playwright has a very good recording feature. So this is a edge actually. So today Selenium does not have recording. Even Cypress, even Puppeteer was not having recording, but Playwright has. So you can record, you can modify scripts, and you can write a script. So it supports recording, it supports manual writing of scripts. So everything is there in Playwright. Then configuration file option. So yeah, Playwright has a very big file which we can configure and do many things like auto waiting and browsers, which browsers we have to use. So kind of a configuration file that we will look over. Then locators. So locators is similar what we have in Selenium, right? The XPath, everything. So those Playwright also support, but in JavaScript based automation tools like Playwright, Cypress, or Puppeteer, I would recommend moreover if we use CSS selector wherever we can instead of XPath, that would increase the script execution time to a great extent. So I mean we can use XPath, but it always recommend to use CSS selectors. Then common Playwright actions we will go over. Then assertions. So Playwright has inbuilt assertion library so that we will check. Even we can use external assertion libraries like Chai. So I mean, but we will go over the library provided by Playwright for asserting. Then capturing elements. So this is just like for screenshots, creating a video. So those things we will check. Then weights. So it has many weights as you see: global, static, auto. So this we will see. Then yes, we will be, as we are going to create a framework, so we will be creating many helper functions for common tasks. So like in Selenium frameworks, if one has work, they might be knowing, right? Like we used to create utility methods. It's more of like creating utilities. So that we will going to work upon creating helper functions for common tasks. Then generating dynamic test data for Playwright test. So we will see how we wanted to execute. So Moreover, it would be data driven, like because we are not going to hard code anything, but how to read that data, that we will look. Then page object model, they have mentioned page object model, but I'm giving you guys an option. If you wanted to go over BDD, we can go over that, or we can stick to page object model also. So both has different capabilities, different way of implementing. So it's totally different how page object model versus how BDD works. So it's very different. Then page object model in Playwright, same thing. Yeah, so they have written BDD as well, but we will be. I can cover BDD little bit if we are picking a page object model, but complete framework wise, we will be going with one. Then API testing basics. Yes, Playwright supports API testing, even mocking of the data. So we will see how that happened. It's more of like web based, but when you go into the market, right, and say Playwright, so the questions would come for API as well. Reason being, now many companies are trying to move everything into one actually. So they don't want to maintain for web different sort of capability, for API different, for mobile different. So it's like more of having multiple talent in they wanted to have in one team, right? So better if they can have one tool, right, which can do all the things, so they don't have to diversify the talent. And that's where they know, because one person very difficult to have even mobile different, like let's say one person no APM, one person same person no Selenium, same person no rest assured, that too in great depth, very difficult to find. Instead, if one person knows Selenium, so if with Selenium API automation, with Selenium mobile automation, with Selenium web automation, so that's where companies are moving nowadays, right? And then we will be going over API testing via Playwright, same thing. Then API, so this API testing basics I can demonstrate quickly with Postman also. What are get, put, post, those methods, and how we can insert in the Postman as well, and then with the Playwright, so that it will give more reference, right? How and how the things working behind the scene. Then API testing mocking data. So this is moreover like how to uh, so mocking data comes into the picture when many cases where there are your APIs are not ready by the developer, but still you wanted to write your automation suites, right? Then in that case, this mocking comes into the picture, because many times data is not ready, so you can't stop writing your test case. So you can mock what is the exact going to get from when when your API is ready, and you can write your every test with that mock data. And once the API is ready, so you just have to plug in the real data uh, and remove the mock data, and you are still your test case is running. So it's moreover you're not waiting for anything, but instead like you have writing the scripts through mock. Okay. Then database connectivity with Playwright hooks and test on annotation. So this we can check like basic, very basic to how to connect data DB. And then uh, because with JS we can't connect DB. It's moreover we have to write node, and we will see how we can do. And then some annotations like hooks, like before after how we used to have Selenium, so that is also supported in Playwright. So this is more of a configuration part. Let's say if you wanted to skip certain test case, right, we don't want to execute on and skip on the basis of one condition, then this is filter text hooks. So filter is more of like uh, how we have grouping in Selenium, right? With the help of testng we used to do grouping, so it's similar. Tagging and filtering is exactly same what we used to have in testng for grouping. Depends, lot of methods was there, if you guys remember, right, to group certain number of test cases. Like in manual testing we used to have regression test case. So let's say you wanted to have annotated many test cases as regression, and now you wanted to run only regression, so you will just give that tag name and it will run only regression. Same goes to sanity, same goes to smoke. So this way, this is how database connectivities, this annotations is defined, right? One thing which is very important, not written in this content, maybe I can add up from my side, and which is very important is AI code generator. So now Playwright has launched their AI code generator. If you know, there are a lot of build-ups happening in the companies for AI. So there are many tools already. VS Code extension, which is very popular nowadays, is GitHub Copilot, if you guys know, which is help in generating and writing scripts for for the prompt you can give, right? So similar to GitHub Copilot, Playwright has launched their code generator, right? Code gen, they are calling it code gen. So that will help in writing the scripts even more faster than what we were doing record. So that is very important. We will cover that as well. And then I'll add few JS and update this content sheet so that we will have like full-fledged end-to-end content for playwrights with JavaScript basics, and with Playwright like complete end-to-end guide to understand, right? So anyone has any doubt, any questions for the content, or any suggestion, like we can add this as well, can we can omit this, not look exciting, yeah.
So we can have the CI/CD also in the content because I think
Like,
it's not.
yeah, that is also good call out. Like, yeah, I will add that as well. So we will be going over GitHub Actions. I'll add that. So yeah, that we will do.
And Git
Yeah,
and GitHub also you can add.
which one? Can you come again?
Git and GitHub. Git and GitHub.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. Yes. So I will be posting this project on Git only. So where we will be contributing to Git. So I'll create one branch where whatever I am showing up here will be available on Git public repo. So you guys can clone it and create your own branches, and build your do more scripting, so that if you face any problem, you guys can come to me and we can together solve that out. Yeah. Git and GitHub Actions for CI/CD. Yeah, I'll add that as well. Thank you for calling out. Anything else? Are you good with the content? Uh, anyone?
And
Like,
both manual also you can cover. Manual and automation both we can cover. The syllabus here. Only automation.
this is more of a automation version low. Yeah,
Automation. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Are
If
we
you
are
want,
we covering any AI code generation class?
correct. Yes, yes. So yeah, so there is recently Playwright has launched its code generator, AI code generator, how to generate scripts with Playwright. So that we will cover. Yeah. Are you guys have just wanted to know, do you guys have used GitHub Copilot or no?
Yes,
Any one of you?
yes, I've been.
No, I am totally new. Nitin.
Yeah, that is fine.
I've
So
used.
okay, good, great. Yeah. So code generator, right? AI code generator is similar what is GitHub Copilot is. Okay. So that is being available with the Playwright. For GitHub Copilot, there is an exclusive license, so that I would not be recommending as in training, because I might think it would be expensive. But code generator by Playwright is available, so we can utilize that, right? So yeah. Otherwise, are we good, right? Like, can I get the thumbs up from everyone that we are good with the content so that we can freeze it? I'm gonna add three things in it, which is GitHub for like repo management, then GitHub Actions for CI/CD, and AI code generator for AI based script generating. So these three I'm going to add
So
along with.
just one more thing. TypeScript and JavaScript, one or two sessions because means I'm starting from the scratch and you can check there.
Yeah, that I'll add. Maybe one session I'll add, and I will share you the resources. Okay, that these are the things you guys can and read about it. And yeah, if you have any questions, we will come and we will see, like if we wanted to make it to two sessions also, I'll see. Okay, so that, so four things.
Okay,
Okay, now yeah.
so Nitin, which are frequently used in Playwright, right, from the JavaScript side? So those you can cover in the two sessions,
Correct.
please.
Yes, those I'll cover. Whatever is important for to excel in this Playwright, I'll cover at least those. But complete JS would be very big actually. So that you
Yeah,
guys
that's
can read about it. I'll share you the resources, the websites where you can read. But yeah, these things, because I'll tell you, if you going to give interview around Playwright, so be prepared for JS questions as well. No, because it is more totally TypeScript driven, and one will definitely going to ask few basic questions around JavaScript, not Java. Yeah.
And is there any document to install this Playwright, or you are going to show us and that video recording you'll share, right, every day class?
Yes, everyday class you will have the recordings that you can see with the Visualpath admins, right? What is the agreement, you guys? You are you going to get the recordings or no? But yeah, these are recorded sessions, so definitely I think you will be getting the recordings, but you can check with them, right? And after every session, I will be sharing the resources as well, right? Like what are the resources I used to get these things listed out on the PowerPoint, right? So those resources will be shared to you guys so that you can reach out. And after, just for your information, guys, you after this session complete, you can put around 2+ years of experience in Playwright easily. It's not you will be anymore a fresher once this session. So just for your information, so at least you can put 2+ years of experience, so that can like showcase that you have worked upon a project. And that project, what you can do, walk you through with the project, but that project you can map with your current company, right? You can technology, you can use this one, but mold it into your project so that when you explain it to that interviewer, so that is totally looks like that you have worked upon a project in your current company, not somewhere you learned, right? So yeah, that would be
Mm.
important as well.
So Nitin, one question. This is similar like Selenium, what we are going to explain about our this one project. Similar, or like
I mean, see, the project when we explain is we explain first the body, what is the application all about. So that would be same either you work on Selenium or Playwright, right? It doesn't change. But
your
when you
framework, I'm asking.
framework, we will be using page object model. So you can say I worked on uh, one application in Selenium in my current company, and second application I am working on Playwright. And for Playwright, I've used this framework, which we will pick, which is either page object or behavioral driven BDD. So one of
Oh,
that we will pick, and you can explain. So I will be showing you how to create a framework as well, right? Like the components. So you will be creating with me itself. So you will be knowing what are the components in the framework, what are the utility methods in the framework, right? So that way you can easily define the framework to the interviewer, right? Like generally in the interviewer ask, right, how, just explain me your framework. So what does it mean? It means what type of framework you have used, what are the components of the framework, how you are retrieving the data into the framework, how you are generating the reports in the framework, right? So those things anyway we will cover in the framework creation, so that you will get to know from there.
and one more
Oh,
question, sorry to. How far this has come into the market, Playwright? Or since how long people are
it's,
using this?
yeah, it's 5 years plus 5.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's
What?
a great already a great community built around it. And as is it, as it is JavaScript based, right? So you know how big the community of JavaScript. So any problem you type in Google today, it's an ample solution. And Chat GPT is also there, so that will also give you an edge, right, to learn Playwright faster. I mean, yeah. And I would highly recommend you guys, like, this is, you guys will be spending only 1 hour with me, right? In total 30 plus 32, like that. But the learning will happen when you spend more time with yourself with Playwright, right? So take up an application. I'll pick one application though, but you can take up one more application in your free time and look out for the complex things and bring to me, right? Make me in trouble, and then I'll see if I can answer it, and maybe one can find great question and that can help other people as well. So don't hesitate to share your questions, whatever you have, whatever you got while you explore, and then we all can like, even I can answer it, not answer it, at least I can found it for you guys and then let know these people as well who joined this meeting, right? Yeah. And see, you guys all are professional already working in the company, so better you will come up with how Ashok you are interacting, Meghna, right? Gaurav and Srivaslu, I would recommend you guys should interact and coming up with questions, right? Now you have leave your colleges already long back, so would recommend coming up with good questions, ask anything, any doubt, and let's make this more interactable. Yeah. All right. So let me quickly go over the basic slides, and from next session onwards, I will be like having a full-fledged text slides as well as we will be having uh, lab work also being planned. Okay. So I'm just go over quickly with the slides, whatever we have for just an introductory to Playwright. So tech stack supported by Playwright, as I told you, it supports Java, Python as well, but we are more focusing on JavaScript and TypeScript. Runtime environment it Node.js, right? Test runner. So this is also one important thing in Playwright. So most of the tools in the market, right? Let's say Selenium, even Puppeteer, don't have their inbuilt test runner. They use different test runner. Like for Selenium, we use JUnit, TestNG, right? For Puppeteer, we were using Jasmine, Jasmine, right? But Playwright has their inbuilt test runner, so which gives more flexibility. So that is important. Then automation engine based on CDP and browser protocol. So this is again like how we have for Selenium, right? That W3. So this is again CDP. Then CI/CD integrations with every tech, GitHub Actions, Jenkins, Azure DevOps. So for this all these sessions, I will be focusing on GitHub Actions. Jenkins we can do if you want, if you guys if time permits and we are on track with the session, then I can include Jenkins also. It is easy only, but if no, at least I will do GitHub Actions for you guys so that you can know how on CI/CD it works actually. Okay. Then simply why to use Playwright? It is fast, reliable as compared to Selenium. It is fast and full browser coverage, so this is not new. I mean, it is expected to have a browser coverage. Then auto wait. This is a great feature where you don't have to define a wait for every element. Today in Selenium, if there is a little wait time, so you have to define a dynamic wait, but it comes with auto wait automatically. Then debugging tool, it's okay. Easy parallel test execution. So yeah, the parallel test execution is here very easy. You just have to define a configuration file and you are good to go. Then it has screenshot videos and tracing support. So what is important, what is benefit in this is Selenium for screenshot we have to use external libraries, right? But in Playwright it is inbuilt, so we can just use screenshot Playwright method and you're good to go. You don't have to write or attach any external thing. So these are the very,
Nitin,
yeah,
one question here. So as
correct.
you said, there is no wait option like
Hmm.
in this. In Selenium, we have some synchronizations like implicit text with waits. So in
No,
Playwright,
no,
there is no wait option.
no, there are wait. So
Okay.
there are when I say auto wait, right, it doesn't mean they don't have wait. Auto wait means every locator comes up with their own weight, right? In the Playwright framework, they define that way, that there is a certain weight limit if the element is not loading. So that certain weight, every element should be wait until it is visible. Okay, let's say uh, login button, right? So you write an XPath in Selenium for login button, and login button is not populated for 10 seconds. So Selenium script will straight fail, right? Because until you explicitly define a dynamic weight, explicit weight, fluent weight, implicit, whatever, you have to define a weight. But if you're not defining, it will not wait. But what is the benefit with Playwright is there is a auto weight with the locator itself, right? So you don't have to define explicitly a dynamic weight, but it has the dynamic weight. So let's say for element, you wanted to increase a time, right? Let's say you know that this element will load after a minute. Then you can define a or override the weight and make it available. So that is there. Static weight is also there. Dynamic weight is there. I mean, lot of weights are there. So yes.
Okay.
And one more thing, important thing is that we should also going to follow. I'm gonna tell you as well. So if you see my screen, this is Playwright documentation. So we should also refer this always, because this is a great source of truth, right? Many sessions, many things across in the market is on this basis. So this is also one of the source which I will be referring, which is a Playwright official website where they provided all the documents, right? So we will be checking this as well. So have it handy, look for the things and have put a habit, right, to read it from the documents of the official website, so which will help you in getting things faster. Or I mean, you will be checking from the one legit source, so you will not be confused, right? If somebody else is telling something, so you can go come up here and check it out, is that true or not, because this is the ultimate source of truth for Playwright. So we should be focusing here as well, some way or the other. So yeah.
Just ping us the link.
Yeah, we will. I
Yes.
will share. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me put it up here. So yeah, this is what basic Playwright introductory session look like. Okay, and I would recommend Playwright is a great tool. Uh, I would recommend learning it, and it's getting popularized, already popularized, but even more getting more popularized in the market, and people are coming up with the resources to find how they can engage people in the Playwright. And then there is a one more aspect of Playwright is that it is available. I mean, because of their AI code generator of the Playwright, it is very easy to write scripts now. So it has record feature already, then manual scripting, and now the AI scripting also available. So which is making even a great tool to write. No tools so far has able to given that actually. So Selenium can support, but with the help of GitHub Copilot, not directly. They don't have any inbuilt their AI code generator. So yeah. So from the next session onwards, we will be spending some time with installations, 10, 20, 50, 25 minutes. And if you guys can do it by yourself, Node, NPM, and VS Code, these three things, great. If not, then yeah, we will do in next session. And then any questions you guys have, like we have 1 2 minutes available, so I can happy to answer. If not, then yeah, we will meet in the next session with real work you will see happening. Yeah,
Okay.
I think then we are good. Thanks for joining, and thank you guys.